Hey guys, James here today, and welcome back to another Sims 4 house build. You may already recognize from the title that this is a fairly special one. Of course, I have Arthur from Simified here with me.
Yes, I'm here.
And so both of us, because you mentioned it as well, have been getting requests to, sort of rebuild houses that we may have made in The Sims 3.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. And also we wanted to do another collab with each other. So we're like, well, this was one build. First of all, this build specifically, Palm Cove, is the most viewed one on my channel. So, and it only kind of made sense. And also, it didn't really include too much sort of like constrained floor elevation. So it was definitely possible in The Sims 4, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, it actually turned out quite well. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing...
Just, like, I was surprised.
Yeah, I know, right? I was when I started doing it, I was like, oh, wow, I can actually do it. You'll see me sort of pausing here and there because I'm looking at the build trying to figure it out. I'm like, how many squares is that? How many squares? So anyways, I should mention that as well. So we swapped roles on this one. So last time I furnished it, and this time I'm building it. So that's what we did. We mixed it up a little bit, had a bit of fun.
Yep.
A couple of things that are different are, of course, there's no constrained floor elevation, so the roof is a little bit different, and there's no curved pieces on pools, so that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I know. We have angled pieces, but not curves. But hey, it's okay. I think it still worked.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wasn't sure if they had like the color, but then I found that sort of blue color. I was like, oh my god, that's like exactly the same. It's like so good. It's tough. The only thing, well, not the only thing. Another thing I noticed is the columns I put in, like they for some reason go through the floor.
Yeah, I saw that when furnishing. Like, I was like, oh, and like I put an area rug over them, and it still didn't.
And it still goes through it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I mean, there's only one place where it doesn't because I put beds over. But
Well, I presume it'll be like one of those things they fix, because when I put in that the double door to the bedroom, like the master bedroom, that was like still the glitched out one where it had like the weird outline on it. But then,
oh yeah,
then I was looking at it today, and then it's not there anymore. So I presume they fixed it in the update. So he's hoping they fix those columns in an update too. Heads up,
yeah.
Gyros, please fix that. Oh, I was trying to figure out this pool here as well. Like I couldn't, I couldn't figure out how big it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a pretty massive pool in the back there.
Yeah, and then like, I don't know, I didn't know how far out it went. I kind of just guessed until it looked right, and I was like, yeah, that's good enough. Everything else I think is square for square accurate, or as close as it can be.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's just a shame we don't have curved pools, but because we have the curved foundation pieces, but
Yeah.
I think with curved pools we could probably get curved walls.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out, that room was being weird, so I don't know what happened there. Just, I don't know, yeah, so, because a lot of my builds, and because people are like, oh, you should rebuild this in Sims 4, it's like, well, as soon as I do, it's not going to look anything like alike because of constrained floor elevation. And it has like all this sort of like split leveling and stuff that just can't be done. So I'm just like, well, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, that's the trouble with it, is that, like, you're missing a lot of stuff. Like, I have a couple of requests on my channel to rebuild houses that had that I built during like Into the Future, and this like all the futuristic ultra modern stuff, but you don't have like all that stuff, so it's going to be hard to do it. I mean, I will someday, but it just won't be exact.
I mean, the one of the ones I built into the future that is quite popular as well on the channel is the low profile one, where the sort of terrain comes up on the side of the house, and it's like, well, that's going to look awful if I do that in Sims 4. It's just going to be a big square. So yeah. I think I'll give that one a miss until a little bit down the line, till we can actually do that.
Yeah. Do you think that we'll be able to?
I don't know. Do you remember? Did you ever see those screenshots where it had like it was like in-game screenshots that had the had like sloped lots and stuff? I think it was like in the game when they released it or something like that. the screenshots was in there.
I did, but
I don't know. I mean, I presume it'll come. I think it's one of those things like move objects, where as soon as they add the sort of room system to everything, I think it really complicates the way it works.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's like if you move a house that's sort of on uneven terrain, you put it somewhere else, and the way the foundation works as well, I think that just changes the sort of the setup, how it sort of goes. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but in any case, move objects on is awesome.
Yeah, move objects is Definitely nice to have finally.
Yeah, or should I say bb.moveObjects?
Yes, which I still have to grasp.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, why some trees have BB in there. Like, what is that?
I think it's build by.
Yeah, yeah, and also that makes sense. Also
Yeah.
the one to unlock the career objects, the longest cheat in the world.
Yeah, I know.
bb.ignore careers and unlock entitlements or something, whatever it is. Like,
I know.
what is that?
So
I mean,
long. I just like, okay.
I mean, they even made note of it in the patch note saying it was too long. It's like, then why didn't you just make it shorter? I don't get it. I would like to be able to do like sort of custom cheats like we could in Sims 2, so we can just write our own like shortcuts. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be. Or
Or
even have like a couple of them auto start like when the game launches.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or I would also, or not, or as well. I would like in Sims 3 you could do it. I think once, like you could press the up arrow to get the last entered cheat.
Yeah.
And then the Sims 2 you could keep pressing it; it would keep going. That was good. I would like that back because like you do move objects, if you want to disable, you have to type it all again. It's, ugh. My life is
Yeah.
my life is too short for that. I don't have time, especially the careers unlocked cheat. I can't type that again.
I know that's terribly long. But it's nice to have.
Yeah. So this part here was actually before move objects came out. So I think it's like the day before the update. So like I was trying to put some shrubs down, and it just wouldn't fit. I'm just like, all right, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it till tomorrow. It's got a sort of basic sort of kind of palm trees here and there. I would love to see a tropical world in the near future as well, because that doesn't
Yeah, I
exist
agree
yet.
with that. With some beachfront lots.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is definitely move object stuff right here.
Yep.
I didn't even notice the cut. So smooth. Oh yeah, I remember this. When I was doing the pool, I was like, hang on, I want that house on foundation. But the pool didn't move up with it, so I had to rebuild the pool again. It's kind of annoying.
Oh,
But anyways, you'll see
yeah.
me do that in a minute. I want to get all these sort of terrain done. I thought, because on that side there used to be a garage door. So it kind of made sense that there was nothing on the upper level. So I just chucked in a couple of columns, just add a little bit of detail. Oh yeah, one thing I would like to see as well, because like when you scale up objects and move them upward, like I'm doing now, when you like hold down shift, it sort of resets the size and the height. So you have to keep, like scaling them up and moving them up to the same height, which is kind of annoying if you want to place multiple objects at the same height.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I ran into that with furnishing, like
Yeah.
trying to line up shelves.
Oh yeah, doing stuff on shelves and all that as well. So I was
Yeah.
trying to, because in the original build right here, we had like a little sort of, it was just a little landscaping sort of hill kind of thing. So I was like, oh, I'll just recreate that with rocks. That makes sense. So I just spent ages moving stuff up and down just to get it to fit in. And it eventually
Turned out
did.
nice though.
Um, there you go. A little bit of sand, make it a little bit. Oh, that's when I moved it up. I'm like, oh, it didn't work. And I was like, oh,
And that's
gotta do it
weird
again.
because yeah.
Like even when I built the pool out, like it didn't build on foundations. So I was like, I built the whole thing out of like the sort of foundation first, and then put the pool on it, and that worked. So,
Yeah. Got little hacks.
oh
Gotta
yeah,
figure
oh
ways
yeah.
around it.
I mean, it worked. So it's all good.
Yep.
All
Yeah, I've
right,
had to
so
do that for a couple of houses and stuff that I've built. Like it's like the rooms just don't work right or something, and I'm like, okay, I got to figure out a different way to do this. It's got to be possible.
I was also trying to play. Oh, you'll see me doing it in a minute. I was like playing around with windows on the edge of the foundation, like of the pool, because I was like, I wonder if I could do like a cool sort of like glass kind of fencing with the
Oh
pool,
yeah, that would
like
have been
with
cool.
windows. I mean, it kind of worked, but I thought it looked a little bit dodgy, so I was like, no, no. I think if the foundation was a little bit higher, it probably would have looked nicer.
Yeah,
Because it works from the inside, but because the foundation isn't actually a wall, like it doesn't actually cut through. Like you can see underground with it though. So that's something.
yeah, it's interesting how they do that.
I remember back in the early days of The Sims 3, before they had the basement tool, you could, if you built a pool and then sort of like lowered one corner of it with constrained floor elevation, you could like lower the water level of the pool so the pool would be empty, and then you have like a perfect like cutout kind of basement thing, and your Sims could use it. That was fun to do.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
And then I think that was patched at some point. But I remember like it just looked cool because it was just like a hole in the ground. Like it didn't look like a traditional sort of CFE basement or the actual basement tool. It was interesting. Fun little
I
thing.
do remember the pool hacks with The Sims 2, though, like where you could like control and click and it would still place it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you get the water outside of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you had to do it like a specific auto control, like click and then got it. That was fun.
Yep. It was good.
So this is your part here now. You're doing all the furnishing.
Yes, this is the furnishing, and I did save a few times because I kind of felt like the game was going to crash. It wasn't behaving well, but yeah, I wasn't really the kitchen is actually different from the original. I mean, I did kind of keep the same layout, but since we have new features in The Sims 4, I kind of took advantage of that, such as having the sink in the island, and the cabinets were like I think they were like a wood color, weren't they?
Yeah, I think it was like a light. It was like because it was like a blue wall, and then I think it was like light wood cabinets or something like that.
Yeah, but we don't have like light wood. They're like there's light colors, but there's not like a light a light wood texture. So I went with I used the unlock sheet and I unlocked these nice cabinets to use because they were like orange, but I thought they could look okay.
Yeah, I think it looked pretty sweet.
And then I was moving around the TV, like I put it over there originally, and I'm like, no, I don't like it over there. Because I was like, oh, yeah, we should put the piano back. So, yeah, it's definitely...
the classy piano. Oh, and that's their converted garage over there. Converted.
Yes. Yeah, which we'll get to.
I mean, I guess we could have done a garage by scaling up a toy car, but I think that's just a waste of space.
Yeah, it turns out to be a nice space anyway. It's
like
nice
a sort of study area, yeah.
Yeah, like a painting thing. Like a quiet space, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we get cars or something. I don't know, though.
Like, I mean, it'd be nice, and I hope they do add it, but at the same time, they really, really are useless in this game. Like,
yeah, they would be kind of pointless, but it would be kind of like The Sims 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it
they
definitely
just
good to
drive
have them.
off.
Like, I'm not saying I don't want them, but I mean, it's not really essential to the way the sort of game works. I mean, even in Sims 3, they weren't that essential because you just get a taxi for free. So,
true.
I really think they should have charged for taxis. It would have provided a reason to actually get a car.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, in here I was like, this is where I was lining up the shelves because I wanted to do something like in between them, but they looked kind of weird like being together. So I was like, well, let's just put the shelves there and try to make like a shelving thing. And I put mirrors above, which we'll see. But it's just trying to make something interesting. So
I really love like the move objects sheet. The fact that you can just put anything anywhere is so awesome.
I know, and the elevation is just great too.
Yeah,
like I wasn't expecting that one.
no, that came out of nowhere. I was like, when they said, "Oh, you can press 0 and 9," I was like, loading my game, doing it now.
Yeah, it's like what? What is this?
Everything I need to do is either change the keys that you use for it, or make it not affect the camera.
Oh yeah, for the custom.
Because that's kind of annoying when you have saved camera positions and you keep flying over to it. I always have to hold down control and then do 9 so it just resets the camera where I am.
Yeah, I don't really use the camera angles too much, so I haven't experienced that, but I know a couple who have, so
I don't really use it either, but it was still set from however long ago when I originally used it. So I flew across the world. I was like, whoa. Okay.
It's like you.
I mean, couldn't they
just
use
the columns?
Oh yeah, sticking through the wall.
Sticking through.
I mean, couldn't they just use the sort of square brackets we use for scaling? Because if you're not holding shift, couldn't you just use that to scale up and down? I mean, not scale up and down, move up and down.
Move up and down.
Because you have to hold shift to scale anyways. So wouldn't just those? I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason why they chose 0 and 9. Don't know what it is, but they chose it. So. Yeah. Oh, move objects, beautiful. You can put mirrors behind there.
Yep. There was a mirror in the original bathroom, so I figured, let's do it. And I was trying to get a window. They don't go, like you can't rotate them or anything. So I was like, oh.
Can't you? So not even when they're like off a wall?
Nope. Oh. It was being really weird, so I just decided to put them in walls.
Was it not like sort of snapping to the wall? Because I found with objects that are supposed to be placed on walls, like a painting or a mirror or something, if it's close to a wall, it always just snaps to it, and you can't really finitely adjust it.
Yeah, it was doing that.
Yeah, they need like a disable snapping cheat or something, which would be really, really useful.
It was doing that for Yeah, I did it like twice, but that's when I decided on the wall because I was like, well, we
Yeah,
don't
that
have a
works too.
standalone shower either, but it's okay. I made it work.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, look, the double door's fixed in this bit. Beautiful. Doesn't have
I
that
know,
weird
I'm
outline.
excited. I was waiting for them to fix that because one of those doors that I've like wanted to use, and then it's like, oh, what's the white square?
Yeah, it's got this weird white outline. I don't even know how they managed to do that, but someone probably saved the wrong file without an alpha, and they're like, "Oh, damn it!"
It was like that for quite a while, so I'm happy I can
Yeah,
finally use that door again.
yeah, I know, right? Every time I put it in, I was like, "Oh, damn it, it's ugly." Oh, it's so awesome. Just like I'm just like watching you place all these sort of move objects things anywhere. It's so cool. I
Yeah,
can't.
it's
Like
just
I
having
so
all
I was supposed to do a room build. I think I was supposed to go up last night. Didn't get around to doing because I was really tired. But like when I was recording it, I spent like 20 minutes, and 20 minutes in, I had done a couple of bookcases and a shelf, and it just had all these sort of decorative objects on it. And I was just getting way too detailed with it. It's just awesome.
I know it's really great that we can put the clutter and everything around. Like it's really nice to have that ability.
Yeah, that really is a sort
Makes
of like next level move objects right there.
Yeah, and it also makes the rooms feel a bit more like full and lived in, like a little more realistic, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really not that glitchy either. Like if you move a mirror up or down, they can still use it, which is really awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then, and then when I was playing around with objects, if you put an object up high enough that a sim should like looks like they should be able to walk under it, they can. Which I was happy about because I was worried that like if I put something up high, they would just get stuck and complain, but they don't. So
Oh
that's good.
yeah,
So I was happy about that.
yeah, that's smart. And I haven't really experienced like too much with like doors and stuff. Like, but I know a couple of people have tried to put like they've put a pool on like a second level, and then they try to like see if a sim will walk in the door, but it doesn't happen.
Oh, that would I didn't even think about doing that. That's funny.
Though I did teleport a sim onto the pool, and then he was like walking on water. But then, like right when because then I directed him to do something, and he like fell in right at the end, and then got out the normal way. But I'm sure they'll probably fix that now that I mentioned it. But
That's
it
funny.
was pretty cool. It's like, oh, he's walking on water.
I love silly stuff like that. Like if putting a door into a pool worked or something, that'd be funny. Just have like an underwater house, just like uh
Yeah, that would be
I love
cool.
just sort of breaking the game in funny ways. It's always good fun.
Yeah, there's always little things that you can do, and they may keep them, but like setting the heads on things is really fun too.
I still have not messed around with that yet. Because I remember that was
It's
that yeah,
good.
that was like a game that's been in a cheat that's been in since the start of the game, but it never really worked.
Yeah, well now it works.
Oh yeah.
You can
That's
pretty
fun.
much. The thing is, though, with that, I found that you can. It actually doesn't like take the object you placed; it like duplicates it. So you can actually then pick up the object. Like if you remove it by resetting the object, it'll snap to like the floor or the nearest location, and then you can delete it, and you actually get the money back from it.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a money cheat, but not.
Really, yeah, a really sort of roundabout money cheat. It's probably easy just to
Yeah.
enter Rosebud. But it works.
Yeah, it does because you get the actual value of whatever it is. So
Yeah.
that was just experimenting. But, and some of the objects do actually scale downward. Like the Christmas tree got really small, and so did a double bed.
Oh,
But
really?
some of the objects stayed. Yeah, some of the objects stayed large though. Like the stove, I tried. It stayed huge, and it looked weird.
That's funny. Yeah, I gotta mess around with that a little bit. I love that. Yeah, I love that little cabinet sort of thing you put there. It's just nice sort of little detail. Just a little bit of storage.
Yeah, I didn't know what to put up there, and I was like, well, there's this whole empty wall, and I don't want to put more chairs. So I was like, yeah, let's do something like with cabinets and
Welcome to my world when I was furnishing this the first time around.
yeah.
Because it's like that whole area is basically just a hallway, so it's like, oh, what do I put there?
Yeah, and I thought about making another bedroom, but I was like, no, I think I'm going to make it a lounge. I mean, we didn't have a pool table, but I kind of
Yeah.
made it like a loungy bar area.
Mm-hmm.
So worked
Nice
out.
night. Get that night in there.
Yeah.
right, but oh yeah, have not mentioned yet. Of course, this is available on the gallery. Probably.
Yes, it is.
Probably should have said that at the beginning, but you know, if you're still here, it's available in the gallery. So get excited for that one. Link in the description, probably, to the website of it. Should be fine.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. It was brought back a lot of memories.
Doing the first one, that's good. And that is seriously like, man, we make a good team. We made a really popular video. That's good stuff. Look at this. Again, some outdoor lighting. I don't know if the first one had outdoor lighting like that though. I can't remember. I don't know. Oh, I think it did above the table, like outside.
Oh yeah, there's like a hanging lamp or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so with these screenshots, I tried to take them from like, you know, as close as I could to the original ones on the outside, so you could like compare them. Or at least that was the idea. So you could be like, so you can look at them side by side and be like, oh, yeah, that does look like it, you know. And I mean, like if you show this to someone like that knew the original, I'd be like, oh yeah, that looks like it, I guess.
Similar.
As close as it can do. But I think this looks as awesome as it did the first time around. I'm just gonna say that now.
I agree. Yep.
I don't want to sound, you know, I don't want to sound up ourselves, but you know, it's pretty good.
No, I agree. It's pretty close.
I think this is definitely a good house to sort of try and recreate, because it was possible for one to recreate.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out pretty well. So I think these are the final of the exterior shots. We should. Oh no, one more. Maybe one more after this. I don't know. I can't remember. There was like 30 screenshots. Oh, here we go. The interior. So do you wanna walk us through what we're looking at?
Yeah. So we're right now looking at like the living room and stuff, and it's just kind of zooming through different parts of the house. Study off there, like a little computer. Right now it's the kitchen. So yeah, orange.
I think the kitchen is definitely a step up from last time. It looks much more detailed.
Yeah, because we have more things like range hoods.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
and
awesome.
island sinks and stuff. So, and the curves, it just all helps tie it together. This is that small study area that you can paint in or read in, play chess.
Yeah.
And this is that upstairs facing that awkward cabinet creation
Beautiful
thing
cabinet.
I did. Yeah, and then there's the bar over there. It's like a lounge
Beautiful
area, not really anything. Kind of, it was supposed to be kind of formal, but not really.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and then we just have the master bedroom, which I tried to keep similar colors, but you know, you can only work with what you have. So, and the colors as well. So, and the master bathroom. I think the only thing that might be out of place is like the toilet and the tub position, but other than that.
Yeah.
And there's an extra bedroom in this bedroom because I decided to cover up those column hole things. So, yeah.
All right. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Of course, don't forget to check out Arthur's channel. I'll link in the description. And thanks for building with me, Arthur. And we're recreating
Yeah, you're
a wonderful
welcome.
house
Thanks
from
for
The Sims
letting
3.
me furnish.
Oh, of course. Because, you know, I don't like furnishing that much. So, of course, anytime you want to furnish, be my guest. But yeah, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks so much for watching and have an awesome day.
Bye.